year, which is pretty good in this day and age of high scoring and a lot of home runs. Let's see if he can duplicate that year and make this one just as good. It'll be interesting to see how he pitches in this one today.
And this will be put away easily for the out. With that, here's the starting lineup for the visiting Philadelphia Phillies. Dero, how do they lock up a series victory here on the road?
Yeah, Matty, this team has been putting up a lot of runs lately. From top to bottom, just swinging the bat super nice. Pass the baton mentality. Guys not trying to do too much, trusting in the teammates behind them.
So next to the plate for the Phils, Nick Williams. And as we give you a look at his splits, he's had the better of right-handers this season, no doubt about that. From the stretch. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Pham on the move. He makes the running play. 2 down.
Batting third, second baseman, Saison Hernandez.
Digging in the switch hitter, Cesar Hernandez. He comes in today leading the National League in hitting this year. First pitch of the at-bat. This is pulled into right. Fowler is there, and it's a 3-pitch inning as the side is retired. So a fairly painless top of the first. Now the Cardinals will see what they can do. No score. Pat Neshek is ready to go as he's on the mound for the Phils. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, Matt, in a day and age where runs are scored at an alarming rate, this guy's been pretty rock solid. Last 3 starts, ERA under 2.00. Not an easy thing to do, and you'll know if he's on early. If he's good and on point in the first inning, that usually means he's going to be rock solid throughout the rest of the game.
Dan Dero, these Phillies, as they begin play here today, 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out. Now a moment here in St. Louis to look at the Cardinals starting lineup. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Well, I love what Matt Carpenter brings to the table for this team. He's an imposing figure with a bat in his hands. Always seems to turn in a good at-bat, and he can do a lot of damage when he barrels up the ball.
No balls and a strike to count. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. Fowler behind the ball and 2 strikes.
After multiple pitches were fouled off, it gets a little disappointing as a pitcher. So you think, say, I'm going to throw one way off the plate and see if he'll chase it. Didn't happen.
And he finally wins the battle as this is swung on and missed for the 2nd out. Now to the plate, Paul DeYoung. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. First pitch on its way. Couldn't wait back. A swing and a miss.
I know he got a swinging miss right there, but that was a hittable location to a really good hitter. I don't know if he gets those back if he continues to miss in those spots.
DeYoung in an 0-2 hole here. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Stays alive. Still 0-2.
When you have 2 strikes on you, as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, you have to find a way to do some damage with it. That was a missed opportunity.
2 out, nobody on.
Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning.
Down in order go the Cardinals. We are still scoreless. So here's the cleanup hitter, Aaron Altair. He'll get us started in the top of the second. First delivery to him on the way. Hard hit ball to second. Wong has it. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
So here's how the Cardinals are positioned defensively. And guys, the thing I want you to take a look at today is in today's game, the new age, everyone wants to move around. This manager does not like to shift a lot. Maybe a step to your right or left, but there's a lot of trust that the pitchers are going to execute. So let's see how it works out for them in this one.
Digging in now for Philadelphia, Carlos Santana. And as you can tell easily from the splits, he's really struggled away from their home ballpark. First pitch of the at-bat. Now a swing and a deep drive to right. And this one is gone. A home run. Oye como va. It's a solo home run for Carlos Santana. Number 14 on the season, and the Phillies grab a 1-0 lead.
I think it's time to start pitching around this guy. He's hit 3 home runs already in this series. I'm not sure what more they need to see, but this is not the guy I want to be pitching to right now.
Batting sixth, third baseman number 7.
Into the box now, Michael Franco. Chopped weakly to the left. And there's out number 2.
Batting 7, catcher, Andrew Knapp.
Standing in, Andrew Knapp. He's set, and the pitch. A shot to first base and caught there to end the inning. But the Phillies strike first on this solo home run. Stepping in for the Cardinals, Tommy Pham. He's set to lead off the home half of the second. Here's the first pitch to him. Good bite to the sinker there as it's chopped foul at home plate. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Hit the other way out toward right field. Williams is under it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
So here's how the Phillies are positioned defensively. And the guy manning shortstop today is J.P. Crawford. This guy, he doesn't have the quickest feet in the game, but he has unbelievable range, a strong arm, and very, very quick hands. And he is just the start of the new wave of the next line of great shortstops.
Hit hard back up the middle. Crawford gloves it. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
Batting sixth, third baseman, Jed Jerko.
Here's Jed Jerko now. His career numbers against Pat Neshek. He's 1 for 2. First offering on its way. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1.
That pitch right there, he's trying to keep him from getting his arms extended. If it's out over the plate more, he can obviously do a lot of damage with it.
Hit in the air out to right. Williams moves over, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. They trail this one 1-0. Ready now, J.P. Crawford, as we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one. Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Lifted in the air to right field. Fowler has a read on it, and that's the first out of the inning.
Batting ninth, pitcher, Pat Neshek.
Next to hit will be the pitcher, Pat Neshek. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Lifted down the line in left. And that's in there. Base hit.
Love the ability to push that ball the other way right there. Nice knock to the opposite field. That's a switch hitter's delight, the ability to use all parts.
Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera.
And he puts it on the ground to second.
The second for one. Relay to first in time. And just like that, this side is retired. 4 to 6 to 3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. More from MLB Network. Saturday baseball after this. Digging in, Jose Martinez. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. The windup and the 0-1. Got a big pass at a slider that gets past him. Well, fans of the art of pitching are in for a treat. One of the game's big-time flamethrowers faces a top craftsman here today.
And you're going to see two different mindsets from both offenses, Dan. Facing the power guy, he's going to come at you. He's going to pitch to his strengths and not your weakness. And on the flip side, the finesse guy is going to try and keep everyone off balance. And I want to see what off-speed pitch he has working.
You know, Dero, that's one of the beautiful things about the game of baseball. Good pitchers come in all different shapes and sizes, and they come with all different type of weapons. We're going to see one flamethrower and one guy that throws below the speed limit.
And he got him.
Batting 8, Patrick.
So the leadoff man retired here. That'll bring up Yadier Molina. A called strike to the 35-year-old veteran. 0-1.
He's looking really great on the bump right now. I mean, it's been a while since he's allowed a base runner, and he just jumped ahead of another hitter right there.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Liner toward right center, and that's the first hit in this one for the Redbirds.
Boy, that's a crazy at bat right there. Takes 2 pitches, 2 quality pitches, then gets a third one, and he hits a bullet for a single.
I can't tell you how good that feels as a former hitter right there. 0-2, you're pretty much dead to rights, and he comes through with a big knock.
There's one, but they won't get 2 as he beats the relay to first.
He got the bunt down, but he didn't deaden it enough. Really good job by the first baseman to charge in and make a good throw to second to get the lead runner.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Colton Wong. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Comes set with the 0-1. Next pitch, chopped foul right at home plate, and he's behind 0-2 now. And a little self-preservation down at first as he pulls that one in to end the inning. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. 3 innings complete. It's the Phillies 1 and the Cardinals 0. Striding in once again, Nick Williams comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Here's the first pitch to him. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway.
This guy has been throwing the ball so well, and that's exactly why. He has such a feel for that secondary pitch. He can flip it over whenever he wants and get back in the count.
Smoked on the ground up the middle, and that's through for a hit. So the leadoff man is aboard to start out the inning.
Hey, Dan, this guy's having a monster series on the road. Were you aware of the home-road splits?
I think every player is, and sometimes this is a matter of being either comfortable on the mound or comfortable in a batter's box in some visiting ballparks, and some guys, quite frankly, like it better on the road than they do at home.
Into the box, Cesar Hernandez. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0.
Finally, a take. No, seriously. That's the first pitch they've taken the entire game.
Line toward right center. And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances. And now they'll have runners at the corners to start off the inning.
Dan, that hit right there extends his hit streak to 8 games. Are you aware of stuff like that?
No doubt about it right now. He's swinging the bat really well, and after that knock right there, hey, listen, 8 games is nothing to sneeze at, so you could say, hey, he's gone a whole calendar week with getting at least 1 base hit, so there's a lot of positives going on right now.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Now a double play ball here as this is on the ground to third. To second for 1. On to first, but not in time. It's a fielder's choice and an RBI.
Up next for Philadelphia, first baseman.
So now Carlos Santana. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
Altair leads off first with 1 away. Dribbled up the line, reined in, and he'll take this over to the bag for the out. But meanwhile, the runner moves into scoring position at second.
Third baseman, number 7, Michael Franco.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Michael Franco. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Bounce it to the left side. And a close play at first, but he's called out and the side is retired. Phillies will have to be content with just the 1. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. It's the Phillies 2 and the Cardinals nothing. Stepping into the box, Dexter Fowler. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
The windup and the 0-1. Hit in the air to center field. Pereira is there, and he has it for the first out.
The batter, the shortstop, Paul DeYoung.
Ready for another chance. Paul DeYoung looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swings through the slider there.
Hey, from a pitcher's standpoint, sometimes the greatest pitch is the slider that backs up. He got away with that one, but he wants that thing to bury down the way.
And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone. The next to bat for St. Louis, Tommy Pham. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat. Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner, but this will be foul. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. So instead of leading off the following inning, Matt Carpenter bats next with 2 away. So the base hit here nets him a base runner with 2 away. As we check out the league leaders in team batting average here in May. And you can see that these guys currently find themselves 4th in the NL in that category. Matt Carpenter will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Fouled away. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Swing and a little tapper. The next 0-2. And he fouls this one off. Now I try to make a play on it. And he misses there. 1-2.
You know, there aren't many guys that could just spit on an 0-2 pitch like that. Maybe it fooled him. We won't ever know, but it worked out.
Pham leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. But a good play by the first baseman to spear this one, and that'll retire the side. Cards leave 1. They trail things here 2-0. Digging in, Andrew Knapp hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. He's set. Here it comes. Lifted down the line in left. In there, a base hit.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
Line hard toward right center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
That had to be in the scouting report right there. You don't see too many 0-0 breaking ball ambushes in the game anymore. He had to know that pitch was coming.
Standing in now, Pat Neshek. A swing, and he pops him up on the infield, and the infield fly rule will be in effect here. So the Phillies batting order turns over and set to go. Odubel Herrera, he's lined out and hit into a double play in his first 2 trips. Swung on and missed for the first strike. Coming down in buckets, cats and dogs, insert metaphor here, and the forecast is not showing any signs of relief.
You know, one of the big issues is player safety, and right now this field is getting sloppy wet, Matt, and I don't know how much more rain this field can take.
Soft liner towards center. That's in there. Base hit. And the run will score from second here as this is now a 3-0 game.
Hey, with that base hit right now, the lead's 3-0. And the way their pitcher is going, D-Row, that might hold up in this one.
Yeah, and you're well aware of it, Dan, as an offense, just trying to put those extra runs across the board. You can take a look at the guy on the slab, towing the slab. He's on fire right now.
He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Sent on the ground out to second, and that's through into right field for a base hit. The throw home. Tag there by Molina. He's out at the plate.
Now batting, second baseman. Saison.
Digging in and looking for more, Cesar Hernandez. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. From the stretch. Hit hard down the right field line, but foul. Set to deliver the 0-1. Hit toward the right side, and that's in there. Base hit. Herrera rounds the corner and is headed home. But no, he'll put on the brakes and head back to third.
Chalk up another multi-hit game for this guy. He is absolutely on fire. He's been on a nice hot streak as of late, and I don't see it ending anytime soon.
Stepping in now, Aaron Altair. This is flared right back over the mound. And he'll just step on second for the force, and that'll do it for this half inning. So 1 run here on 5 base hits, no errors, and 3 left. Last half of the 5th coming up. The Phillies lead it 3-0. Here's Jed Jerko now as we move past the halfway point in this one and begin the bottom of the 5th. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. There's a strike.
Well, that rain is really coming down right now. It's raining cats and dogs. You got to make sure you don't step in a poodle. That's as hard as I've seen it rain all afternoon. Everyone, it's so much harder to concentrate when it rains.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And this one's tapped foul at home plate.
I don't think he's going to triple up on changeup right there. He seemed to have gotten the timing down on that second one.
And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jose Martinez. He got called out on strikes his last time through. Takes this the other way to right. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. Around second now and headed for third. And he's in there at third with a 1-out triple.
Well, we've been waiting for an opportunity like this since the game started. One out, and our first run is 90 feet away. The challenge now is to get him home.
Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Altair is there. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
The pitcher, number 60.
Greg Garcia will be charged with the job of getting that guy home as he'll pinch hit with 2 gone and a runner at third.
Garcia.
Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. His career numbers against Pat Neshek. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats.
That's back-to-back pitches taken for strikes. Puts himself in a bad spot. 0-2. Let's see if he can battle back in this AB.
Here's the 0-2. That's lifted the other way out to left. Altair on the move. He's got it. A great running play, and that'll retire the side. We'll see Carlos Santana when we come back. 5 innings complete. It's the Phillies 3 and the Cardinals nothing.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Cardinals, number 60, John Avia.
Digging in once again, Carlos Santana comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. First pitch coming. Here it is. Hit sharply on the ground. And a diving effort there, but it'll come up empty. It's a base hit.
Hey, not an easy thing to do right there, D-Row, with that stacked infield on the right side. You hit it through where the shift is. Have to hit that in the right place at the right time.
Yeah, he found a good result right there, Dan. Pitcher actually executed right there. Got him to hit it where he wanted to. Put good barrel, good contact on that ball, and was able to find the hole.
Striding in once again, Maikel Franco. From the stretch, here's the pitch. The short, hit hard. And there's his first base hit in this one.
Boy, D-Row, when you're starting to swing it like this team is, doesn't matter. They bring in a new relief pitcher, right? And he gets greeted with back-to-back base hits.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you want to do. In today's day and age of bullpen down your throat, you very rarely see back-to-back knocks when these guys are throwing smoke.
That's one of the keys, too. When you come in facing guys out of the bullpen, they're being taught to throw strikes early, and they're taking advantage of it. He's throwing strikes, and they're jumping all over him.
And that'll bring in J.P. Crawford. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. First pitch on its way. And he chased up and out of the zone, a swing and a miss. Well, you don't need us to tell you, it's really starting to come down out there. I can't imagine the umpires will let this go too much longer if it doesn't ease up.
Well, you could say that again, Matt. It's raining cats and dogs out there. Make sure you don't step in a poodle. I think it's time to get the grounds crew out.
0-2 the count to Crawford. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. A swing and a miss for out number 2, and a ball he had no chance of making contact with.
Pretty textbook pitching right there. Jump ahead in the count 0-2 and then start working outside the zone. Easier said than done, but that's the way you do it.
Into the box now, Pat Neshek, as he swings and lifts a pop-up out behind short. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. So it's no runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 left. On to the bottom of inning number 6. It's the Phillies 3 and the Cardinals nothing. Here's Colton Wong now. He'll start the inning, and we're back to the top of the order, but they haven't looked too dangerous in this one yet, right, guys?
Well, none of them have any hits yet, so
you're right on the money. They've done a great job of holding these guys down so far.
Another opportunity for him here, so we'll see if anything changes. Altair moves over near the line as he puts it away for the first out of the inning. So the shutout's still intact here in the 6th as we check out the league leaderboard for team ERA. And we find that this pitching staff currently leads the NL in that department. The next to bat for St. Louis, Dexter Fowler. He struck out and flied out, 0 for 2 so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And there's a line drive, base hit to left field.
Dan, that can't bother you too much as a pitcher. Guys swinging first pitch.
Now, one of the things you want to do, D-Rose, you have to try to get ahead with the first pitch. You want to throw one of the first 2 pitches for strikes. Unfortunately, sometimes when you bring the ball in the strike zone, you're bound to give up some base hits, but hopefully he can minimize the damage here.
Now has a play, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Ready for another chance. Tommy Pham, a fly out and a single for him so far. And they start him out away with a called strike. Pham with an even 1-1 count now. Changeup in for a strike. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Fowler, the runner at first with 2 gone. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Hey, I appreciate the fact that he's making him throw a few pitches. Most of his teammates have been hacking at everything that comes their way.
Hit in the air to center field. Hernandez is there for it. And that's the 3rd out. 1 left for the Cardinals. They trail in this one 3-0. Welcome back to Busch Stadium here in St. Louis. It's on to the 7th inning now with the Phillies out in front, and it's a good time to check out our game summary through the first 6 innings so far.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Cardinals, number 70, Tyler Ryan.
Digging in and looking for more, Odubel Herrera. Already the beginning of the 7th inning here, as this game has had a very brisk pace to it so far. Here comes the first pitch. Hit out towards second. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Right fielder, Nick Williams.
Digging in to try it again, Nick Williams. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Lifted the other way to left center. DeYoung waits on it, and he makes the catch for the 2nd out.
Now batting, second baseman, Saison Hernandez.
Ready once again, Cesar Hernandez. In head-to-head action against Tyler Lyons. He's gone 3 for 4. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Committed to that one a bit too soon as it locks him up for strike 1. Cardinals get the bullpen started here as a right-hander's up and warming. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1.
He's going to have to take a deep breath. A little bit ultra aggressive at the plate right now after fishing at the first pitch and looking like he was going to commit on that one.
Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Backhanded. Throw on to Carpenter gets him, and that ends the inning. Phillies down in order, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Here's Matt Carpenter. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far.
I think he's forgotten about sometimes Matt Carpenter. When we talk about the best hitters in our sport, I think he's one of the more underrated offensive players.
Good setup, and the circle change hits the spot. 0-1.
Textbook pitching performance so far in this one as we move into the later innings. First pitch strikes, how about over 90%? That's about as good as it gets.
And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
Yeah, I think he was sitting on the fastball, so he got the changeup. He was way out in front of it, but he kept his hands back long enough to keep it fair down the line. That's not always easy to do.
But the rain coming down as it is, we are in for a long delay. The hope is now that they can get this one in at some point.
Now, this is where it becomes tricky for the managers right now. You have your pitchers out there, and you have to be careful not to hurt anybody. So I think the guys that are sitting in the bullpen are on red alert as the delay has begun. And I'm sure both of the managers have a pretty good idea of who's going to be the pitcher to go in after this delay.
First offering on its way. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. Carpenter stands at second with no outs. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. The 1-2. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Herrera on the run. He makes the catch, and the runner from second will tag and head for third. And he'll make it up to third safely here with one away.
Now batting, left fielder, Jose Martinez.
Trying to pick things up where he left off. Jose Martinez, 1 for 2 with a triple so far in this one. Check swing and a pop-up now to the left side. Under it is Franco, and that's out number 2.
The catcher, number 4, Yadier Molina.
So a runner at third, 2 men are out, and here now is the catcher, Yadier Molina. First pitch of the at-bat. And that pitch catches the inside corner. Slider up that he gets a call on.
There seem to be different philosophies on it. So, Dan, what was your approach in 0-2 counts?
My philosophy is this. I think the last thing you want to do is throw non-competitive pitches, Matt. Throw something down in the zone or just...
And the second baseman is there to make the play, and that ends the inning. Cards leave one. They trail it here 3-0. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Greg Holland will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. Marcell Ozuna is into the ball game as well, as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Fowler has a read on it, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. A couple of good pitching performances by both clubs here. 3-0 our score as you get a look there at the inning-by-inning recap through the first 7 and change. Carlos Santana will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the 2nd inning as we flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. First pitch fastball swung on and missed. 0-1.
Hey, you could tell his eyes lit up on that ball right there. It was a little up, but it was out over the plate. Tough pitch to pull, and this guy's known for going deep pull side.
1 out, nobody on. And that's into the corner, a foul ball in right. Started to go. They'll look for the appeal down to third and ring him up, says the third base umpire. He's gone.
Third baseman, number 7.
Ready for another shot now, Maikel Franco. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Holland pauses. Here's the first pitch. Hit on the ground out to short. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia, but they lead it 3-0. Now in the box, Marcell Ozuna. And he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. He's around first, heading for 2. Arms pumping, he's hustling for third. And he is into third with a leadoff triple.
Of course they feel good about the triple, but I know how managers thinking. He's in the dugout wishing that triple would have come when some guys were on base. They've left a lot of guys out there in this one. We'll see if his teammate can bring him home.
Here's the second baseman, Colton Wong. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Leaves a changeup high for a strike. Down the first baseline. Oh, and this is past him down the line. A fair ball. And they're on the board as this is now a 3-1 ball game. And he's safe.
He was on cruise control the entire game, but he gets brought back to reality here. An RBI double gets them on the board, and now that they've broken the dam, we'll see if they can generate some more runs going forward.
Here's Dexter Fowler now, and I think the question becomes how much longer are they going to stick with this starter? Fatigue could very well become a factor at some point.
Yeah, that's always a tough question to answer for a manager, especially when your guy's still pitching well. You've got to kind of look for some signs. Is he starting to get hit more? Is he losing his command? Even if he's still throwing strikes, stuff like that.
Yeah, good points to keep an eye on if he continues on much longer. Throw on to first to be in time, but meanwhile the lead shrinks to 1 here on the RBI ground ball.
A simple ground ball to the infield, but the run does come home from third, and they cut their deficit to only 1 run.
Stepping in for the Cardinals, Tommy Pham. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Third baseman hugging the line here. Now the first pitch. And that's high for a ball, 1-0. One ball, 1 strike to count. And this one's up around the eyes, 2-1. Hit in the air to straightaway center. Herrera's there. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard. We've played 8 full. It's the Phillies 3 and the Cardinals 2. Digging in the switch hitter, Andrew Knapp. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. First pitch coming, here it is. And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here, 0-1. Set to deliver the 0-1. Softly hit out to short. And 1 gone.
The batter, number 2, shortstop, J.P. Crawford.
And that'll bring in J.P. Crawford. Here's the first pitch to him. There's a swing and a miss. Says, oh my goodness, he loses the shillelagh on that one. Look out. Scorched to third, and he whips on it as this ball's right under his glove.
It's a nice job by the batter right there, able to fight off a high fastball and slap it the other way for a single.
Rhys Hoskins will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 17, Rhys Hoskins.
Missed with a slider. That average pushing up near 350 now. 13 home runs, and the RBI count at 35. The 1-0 home is looked at for ball number 2.
Well, here's a guy we know is swinging it pretty well at the plate lately, and based on those last 2 pitches, I think I know why. He's doing a great job of putting himself at counts where he's likely to be successful.
Ground ball sent back up the middle to second for 1. And a good save at first on the offline throw, but they just get 1.
Well, he definitely rushed himself on that return throw to first there, and he threw it away. They got the force at second, and the runner didn't advance, so it'll just be scored a fielder's choice.
Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera. High in the air out to center field. Pham will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. Nothing in the Philadelphia 9th. On to the bottom half. Last chance now for the Redbirds. They trail it here 3-2. Luis Garcia is the man called on to close this one and earn a save in the 9th.
Luis Garcia.
So coming to the plate, Matt Carpenter. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
For the Cardinals, first baseman, Matt
Now here it comes.
Carpenter.
And this pitch just about saws him off as he can't get extended at all. It's strike 1.
2 things pitchers really love: called strike threes and jamming hitters. How about that? Talk about that jam right there. That's about as good as it gets.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. Lifted the other way to left center. Herrera on the run. 1 out.
Third baseman, number 3.
Here's Jed Jerko now. Matchup numbers with Luis Garcia. He's 1 for 4. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
He's going to need to shorten up and get that foot down a little bit earlier if he hopes to be catching up to that fastball.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the 1-2. And that is swung on and missed, and things are starting to look bleak here for the home 9. There are 2 away now. Tyler O'Neill will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Cardinals down to their final strike here.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think...
Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
You might think it's just another win, but it's awfully hard to win in this game, especially on the road. But they find a way to get it done, and they should be very happy with this performance.
A 1-run game this afternoon, 3-2 the final finish. The Philadelphia Phillies took the lead in the 2nd inning.